From the rivers to the sea, Irish water will be free.
Well, there you go. So, and with those wise words, whatever they mean, who knows? So they're European fish, not Irish fish. Anyway, so here we are. So this is a short interlude while Donica is away, and we're going to run the Lost Mines of Phandelver, which is probably an iconic one. It actually is the adventure which was in the original starter set. I think there's a new adventure in it. The problem with it, a lot of people have played the first intro because people go, "Oh, I'll run this game for you," and it's quite an interesting one. And everybody gets to the end of the first bit, and then goes, "Oh, that's great. We'll play some other adventure." So I don't actually think I know anybody who's after playing past the first bit, which we'll hopefully finish tonight.
But this is a real, like, old school D&D adventure, is it?
It's out a good while, and it's quite a well loved one. It's like Strat type of thing. It's a good classic one.
Just as Phil's saying, first adventure for 5th edition, so 2015, I think. 5th edition started, or 16.
It's a good 6-7 years ago. I've played the intro bit, I think, 3 times. I played it with Donica DM'd it once, and Donica DM'd it another time in Cork D&D meetup. And I think we played it in work we were getting. Because it's a great one if someone who goes, "Oh, how'd you play D&D?" It's a good adventure to pull out. But then, as I said, the problem is you get to the end of the first bit and everyone goes, "Oh, that's great." And then either never plays it again or goes off and plays some other adventure. So it would be nice to actually finish it through. So I know, and I think Ben is the same. I think Ben has played the first bit of it as well and then never played it, or DM the first bit of it.
Yeah, DM'd the first little bit for Mikey before when we first started playing 5th edition.
So
Mikey bought the starter set.
Yeah.
Mikey bought the starter set, and I was like, I'll DM, and you know.
So, and it's a classic problem with this game. And anybody that has played it online, because I've never met anyone that's actually played it, has always said, yeah, it's a very good adventure. It goes actually a good bit beyond it. So, look, we're going to try it. So it'll be a bit of a laugh. Donica is quite eager to play it, so he said when he comes back, he'd like to join in after we finish out the pig. So,
I know.
Yeah, I just humoured him and said, yeah, whatever. But so you'll also see there's an extra character there called the Observer, and that's just so I can see the dice rolls on my phone. So on the sheet. So we're all up there. So the story is you're in a town outside. You're in the town Neverwinter, which is up there on the map. Neverwinter is about 3 days' walk north of Waterdeep. So it's on what's called the Sword Coast, and Waterdeep is below it. So what's after happening is Ray's character, and it's going to take me a while to get used to the names, Truesdale? No, sorry, Truesdale's Becky. Valdeberger, who's a dwarf. And he's after being contacted by his cousin, Gundren. And Gundren, when it's a cousin, you know, the way dwarfs are, second or third 100th cousins away from him. So, but he knows Gundren's quite a reputable character, and Gundren was quite excited, and he said he's got a great opportunity for the family, and would he meet him in Neverwinter? If Valdeberg doesn't want to, get involved in the endeavour, that's fine, but he has a small little bit of help he needs, which will take a couple of days and land him 10 gold pieces, easy peasy pieces. And he said, and if you know anybody that's trustworthy, we might need a little bit of security to mind an old carton or two and bring them along. So Valdeberg has brought Truesdale along with them. And they're going to meet Gundren in the tavern in Neverwinter. Now, I don't... Mikey and Ben, are you in the tavern, or do you know how you're going to meet up?
Sorry. What we decided, I actually just fucking realised that we never said it to you, Phil.
Yeah. I know you're called Pad and Gad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The two of us decided that because my guy was going to be a gambler and he was just looking for a bit of money, and Mikey's the rogue. So the two of us are con men, and we're essentially just trying to, as you suggested for the rogue, get the fuck out of Dodge. That, easy. We got to split town, and it's 10 gold, and
you haven't made the deal yet.
We'll be hired swords. Yeah. Well, yeah, a bit of coin. Anyway, an excuse, a legitimate excuse to be traveling on the road and not get. No, we're not the guys that. No, we weren't card sharking. No, we're with these. No, we're caravan guards. No.
So Gundren is inside this inn, and if you want to go in, Ray, and introduce yourself, or not introduce, but find Gundren, it's probably around lunchtime.
All right. So I'm Valberger is in the tavern, just looking around, just looking for people because that's exactly what he wants. He sees the two guys, I assume, are sitting at a table or something.
Does he see Truesdale? Or is Truesdale with him?
He's with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you're looking around, and it's quite busy. It's quite nice. A lot of people are having a bit of lunch there. Gundren, you see Gundren, and he goes, Valberger, over here, Valberger, and he starts waving at you.
We shuffle over to Gundren.
How are you? How's it going? How are you?
How are you, Gundren? My favourite cousin.
Yeah. Sure, yeah. You say that to all the cousins, don't you? And who's this with you? Who's this fine, strapping-looking man?
This is Truesdale Darsk.
Truesdale. How are you, Truesdale? Well met.
Very handsome man, don't you know?
Yeah.
That's going to be hard to get. He's coming along on the journey with us.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Listen. He says, there's been a small bit of a hiccup. We were meant to be heading off today, and he said, and there's also I have another chap, an associate of mine, Sildar. Now he's gone off to get the horses and stuff organised. Now there was a problem with the second cart, and there was a problem with the wheels, so it's not going to be ready till this evening. So what we'll do is myself and Sildar will head off with the first cart, and if you follow us on tomorrow with the second one. And
you had one thing to organise, and you couldn't have the cart ready. All night.
It's all these potholes around here. Anyway, do you want some food while you're here? I'm buying. A bit of food,
you're buying.
Yeah,
you're buying. Yeah, I will have it. Whatever's the best in
the stew is good. So he's putting up the hand. He's catching the thing, and he's quite hyper. He's a bit excited. He's not normally this excitable. So he says, "Okay," says what I need you to do. So is I better tell you where we're going because you're not going to be going with us. So we're going. And he unfolds this map of the Sword Coast out, fairly much like the one that's on the screen there. And he says, now, just to put in context, Valberg would probably know a bit more, but Truesdale wouldn't. Valberg would know that the mines of Phandelver was. It's a bit of Phandelver. It's a bit like sort of Inca gold, where the missing Inca gold of our world. There's a lot of these stories about all this gold that was in
Dorado.
All that sort of bollocks. Yeah. So most people around this area on the Sword Coast would have known of this so-called mine, and most people think it probably never existed, that was full of jewels and gold and magic and everything else, and it was meant to have been lost a long time ago after orcs raided it and pulled it down, and people often go up into the mountains and looking for this mine, and there's a lot of scam artists selling guaranteed maps to it. It's a real what Alivar and Velen would have been doing in water parks, selling maps to this sort of a mine, you know.
Exactly the kind of thing that Gad and Pad would do now.
Exactly. So it's quite a scam. So he goes, he says, I need you, and he lowers the voice. I need us to take you to a mine we've talked about in the past. And he's winking at you, and you haven't a fucking clue what he's probably winking about. So he takes out the map and he says, so we're heading to the human town. So the mine was called Phandelver, and the human town grew up around Phandelver when it was rich, called Phandalin. But when the mine vanished off the face of the earth, Phandalin fell into ruin. In the last couple of years, people have started trying to eke out a living there, but it's very much like pioneers scraping out a living in Phandalin. So he says, so he rolls out the map and he shows you Phandalin on the map, and he says, now he says our destination is down here, is the old town of Phandalin. I did a drawing there instead of a fucking laser thing. It doesn't matter. So he says, this is where we're going, and I need you to bring the cart of supplies down there, and the supplies aren't for me directly. They're for a chap there whose name I will get for you, because this is important. The name of the guy that you to get the stuff to is by the name of, what the fuck's his name again? I'll tell you in a minute. I'll remember his name. It'll come to me in a minute. His name will. So what will happen is you will take the cart of supplies, the provisions, and they're just normal provisions, and you will take the provisions to him, and he'll give you 10 gold pieces for each person that you have with you. So and now obviously you've brought your friend Truesdale with you. So Truesdale knows it's 10 gold pieces. It might be no harm that you get another couple of people, because the high road you're going to isn't as safe as it should always be, and it's no harm in having a couple of other people to scare off any bad sort of things, any wolves or anything you might meet on the road. So so that's the story. So basically it's just a bit of bring the cart to Phandelver, drop the cart off, 10 gold pieces, and off with you. Do it your own way. It'll take you. You won't get there in one day. That's why I'd suggest get the cart sorted tonight. I'll organise lodgings here for you and food, and stay here, and then set off tomorrow. And you'll make it probably. I'd imagine you'd make it to where the high road branches off onto what's called the Tribor Trail. So I would suggest you get. It's probably about half a day to here. Camp up here for the night. And then you'll be in Phandelver. Leave then sometime in the morning. You should make Phandelver in good time before everything's closed. And you'll be able to get the cart, and you can 10 gold pieces. Now I do have a bit of an opportunity that maybe you might be interested in, but you'll see that now when we get there.
Okay, so you're heading out today.
Yeah.
We'll head out when the cart is fixed in the morning.
That's right.
We have to go to this close friend of yours who you don't remember his name.
Yeah, you actually know me. No, he runs one of the the shops. What's his name now? I think I've had too much of the fucking mead.
He's the one going to pay us.
Barton's Provisions. That's him now. Barton's Provisions. That's where you need to go. Barton's Provisions.
Okay.
There's only really one provisioner there. There's another guy there she sells swords and stuff. But yeah, Barton's, and yes, you be bringing the stuff.
For bringing the provisions.
That's right. Yes, all agreed.
But this is an agreement made with you.
And yourself, yeah.
Does he know that we're going to be there on our own?
Sure. I'll be there before him. I'll sort it out with him.
Okay.
Anyway, no. But this is he's paid me already or not paid me, but he knows that someone will be bringing the cart up.
Look, not that I don't trust you, right?
Yeah.
If Barton pays us off, great. If Barton kicks up a fuss at anyway,
you owe us. Yeah, that's not true. I'm good for it. And as he goes, there's Sildar there at the door. So there's this sort of warrior type of guy at the door, and he's waving over at Gundren, and he says, "Go on, I'll be with you now. Sildar." And he goes, "Walk with me for a moment there. Walk with me for a moment, and we'll talk about the family." So he starts going up from the table. He's heading towards the door.
Oh, yeah, I'll follow my cousin.
He goes, listen, he says, I didn't want to say, I don't know that chap with you. He's dashingly good looking, but I don't really know him. But listen, he says, myself and the brothers, he says, now don't be saying this around. He says, we've actually found the mine. We found the lost mine.
D-mine,
yeah. And he takes out a map, and he just sort of quickly shows, he's looking around, he's very cautious, and he goes, look, and he's showing him, and he goes, we've been there. He says, this is it. This isn't a scam. He says, we've done it. And he said, so the provisions are stuff we need to get into the mine. So look, the 10 gold pieces, yeah, great, you'll get that. But if you want to stay, he says, there'll be a lot more cash and wealth. So, it's a great opportunity, and it's definitely the mine. We've there. The two brothers are there at the mine there now. They're just doing a bit of work, but we ran out of provisions.
Where's the mine?
Yeah, well, it's I can't, I don't know. Like, I don't want to. I look if our capture. We'll talk about this when things are safer, when we're in Phandelver, okay? It's a bit, you wouldn't know. There's other look, and he's getting a bit agitated. I've said all I can say. I probably even said a bit too much to you, but You know, look, that's
All
the
right,
story.
look, we'll see it in Fandon, and we'll talk more.
We'll sort out more then. So he scurries off anyway, and around the corner he goes.
Right, so I go back into the tavern with Truesdale.
Yeah.
So we're in the tavern eating and drinking what my cousin just bought us.
Yeah.
We look around the tavern. Are the two guys in the tavern at this stage?
So I was gonna say, yeah, we were there. I was gonna say if Gad, Gundra might like if there's say that they're reasonably close. If Gad could have maybe had a little bit of a
I mean,
listen or try and
he could have. And Gundren
either way, if you're looking for lads, like Gad has two fancy looking. They're not any better than regular swords, but he has two fancy looking scimitars on his hip. So they kind of are all gilded handles, and they look flashy. Like he looks like a swordsman.
Or he told me the road was dangerous if we could get a couple of lads. So I'm looking for people that look a bit tasty, So if
and Pad, Pad's probably doing a much better job of concealing the weapons, but he looks like he can handle himself. Yeah,
I can't.
I don't know how Pad's holding himself. Yeah.
So you see him with a sharp one across his shoulder and that sort of stuff.
And Gundren was probably quite loud, even though he thought he was whispering and shouting about the cart will be ready to head off. So you've probably heard that he's been looking, and
we heard something about a cart leaving town, and he's like, right, I don't give a shit what it is.
Yeah.
Before we're either lynched or we're either arrested, the cops, or lynched. People. Good people never win. So.
Right, well, look,
gotta get out.
Truesdale just pointed out the weapons sitting by the chap over there, so I think I'd like to go over.
Weapons, I'd say, yes, yeah.
So can we approach where the guys are and introduce ourselves? Gentlemen, how are you today? I'm Valberger.
Would you like a drink, gentlemen?
We may have a little business proposal for you.
From a dashingly handsome man.
Business and drinks. Two of my favourite things. Isn't that right, Pad? That's what I always say, isn't it, Pad?
Yeah, that's what you always say.
Bit of an adventure, lads. What? Bit of an adventure, what? Well, I don't know why I'm a group.
You're so handsome. Because you're handsome.
So, you said your names were what?
Plaid and Glad.
Oh well, Gadius Meltith, but you call me Gad. Call me Gad, my friend. Call me Gad.
Hello, Gad.
Need formalities?
Yeah, I'm Padfoot 10 Rabbit, but you can call me Pad.
We thought you Pad.
Easy to remember.
Interesting names, boys.
So what has you in town today?
He's Pad. I'm good. He's bad.
I'm very handsome.
We were just saying we wouldn't mind a. Yeah, you are. Well, spot of work. I wasn't. It's overhear things in a bar. I heard, possibly maybe something about someone needs a hired sword or a bow.
Well, we may do. We're looking to make a delivery, and we may need some escort on the road. From the usual kind of stuff that may usual scallywags on the open road. Looking for a bit of
two swords,
bit of reassurance. Would you guys be available over the next 2 days?
Pat, we could,
Apparently,
Pad's holding a pint.
I imagine the lad sitting there as well with two nursing just empty cups for an hour, just Well, hey, we all know about scallywags on the road, tapping the two swords, and as I don't carry just one of these, for a reason. Better safe than sorry.
It's the size of mine.
Okay, well, look, we our business partner.
Mine is shorter, but I've got two.
business partner and I have, quite a good offer to make if you can escort ourselves and their provisions to a town called
Phandelver.
Fandon, about 2 days' journey from here, leaving in the morning. We can give you the generous offer of 4 gold pieces on arrival at Fandon.
I mean, well, we would have to clear the schedule, so I think if we could call it 5. I mean, I think that would, we'd be missing a bit of security work, so that's 1 day's work gone that we'd have to clear. So we call it 6 because we're out 1 gold for missing that, and it isn't a long way. So if we could call it 6, then
I think he means 7.
And if you'd say 6,
Tell you what,
and a man who would pay 7 would surely pay 8.
The more you
and if
talk,
you can afford to pay 8, you can surely pay 9.
The more, you guys are just pricing yourselves out of the market. You're not going to be paid at that.
Why don't you have a game of cards for it?
I'm willing to go. Actually, yeah.
Trot down the road, lads. I don't think
We'll agree on 5 gold pieces, but on the split of a deck, if you win, we'll agree on 7. If I win, it stays at 5.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
if we
Queen,
take on
they're
it,
coming out, boys.
Okay, I have a deck of cards there if you don't have one.
Becky has the
Okay. So I suppose Becky
can I try and do it because
What?
So if you cut Becky
Oh.
and then Velen or Pad or Gad, whatever he's called, calls high or low, maybe?
Yeah.
can Gad try and cheat Armacard because he's proficiency with a playing card set and he's a gambler, a con man?
You have to cheat, yeah.
You have to.
He try,
Yeah.
he try and
Yeah, I don't know how you're going to work this out in reality, but go for it, yeah.
You say higher or lower. Just say
Slight-
higher. We don't know. That's the idea.
No, but you have to draw a card.
or even if it was sleight of hand to see if you
No,
can
but
pull
he's
it.
saying that he's
you know,
going to have a higher card of mine
come up
and
his
a
sleeve
lower
or
card.
not.
And so,
Is that the agreed rule then? Becky's going to
show me
draw a
cards.
card. You pick if it's higher or lower. Then
Oh,
we'll
okay.
draw a card for you if you
Okay.
don't have it beside you.
And I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
then.
yeah, he's up for this. He's
If I was going to keep calling him Velen, but if Gad loses, right? What I'll do is I'll roll a d6, and on 4, 5, or 6 he cheats. He's
Okay.
successful.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Either way, he's a gambler. He has he's a warlock. His swords are cursed, and he got the curse because he won him in a game of cards, and someone was trying to off on him. So he's a gambling addict. Like he's,
So, will you take the wager, Gad?
I wouldn't be a sporting gentleman if I didn't.
Okay.
All right, the deck is split.
Well.
Higher or lower.
Oh. Well, I'd like to think higher, but I think deep in my heart, I'm a lower sort of individual. Let's go with lower.
And what is it?
Is that
What is
nice?
it?
It's a 3 of hearts.
Three of
Three of hearts.
Okay. Then you have to draw lower than that or cheat.
Okay. So yeah, cut again.
Do it again.
Yeah.
So this is your cut.
3. So what I'll do is I'm going to roll.
It's a shit shuffle, but I shuffled.
I better roll somewhere you can actually see. So I'm going to roll on a 4, 5, or 6. You successfully cheat. Okay. So 4, 5, or 6, you cheat.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
1.
1.
Okay, so that means it's a draw because they were both the same. So do we do it again?
I suppose do it again. Yeah.
Yeah, we have to do it again. So Beck, shuffle them up. My friend here will draw my card. Go.
So higher or lower first?
Pardon. What?
Higher or lower first? No, don't look at them yet, Becky. Ben, you go
Okay.
higher or lower?
I'm a stubborn man. Lower.
Lower.
Okay, now we can just speak higher.
2.
No, he said lower.
He said lower. So okay.
2. Okay.
I'm shuffling again.
Yeah,
I'm not
it could
taking...
be a draw. So we'll see anyway. Does what does Ben
Even
draw?
cheating, he's not going to be able to draw anything lower than that.
Well, he could.
Ace is a Low.
What is it?
It's
Queen.
It's Jack.
Wait,
it's the Jack of Hearts.
Jack of Hearts. So you have to
Jack of
cheat to win.
So we drag Queen cards. That's RuPaul.
Yeah,
You won
bring it
RuPaul.
Actually, that would be.
He got a 3, so he lost again. So he didn't get lower than a 2.
Okay, we agree on 5 and Jack. 5 gold pieces on arrival.
Yeah.
It is. Price.
Okay. I take it you have lodgings here in town.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, so you're talking to the barman, are you?
I'm talking to the guys because we're staying here tonight.
Are we?
Well, we are.
It's not a nicer hotel.
He got us lodgings
They're
here.
going one.
He got us lodgings here.
It's very quaint, all right, but I wouldn't expect to spend the night.
So, you guys, are you staying here or, do you have lodging elsewhere?
We say we came in this morning or what?
So the barmaid.
We've been here at least a day because we need to get out. So I'm wondering, do we actually have a place or are we sleeping
on the streets?
wherever? I mean, we might have some because Gad actually he's got 14 gold pieces on him, but he'd be mean with his money.
Yeah.
So the innkeeper at the tavern comes over and he goes, "How are you doing? My name is Kieran, and can I get you anything else? Like, we have these thinly cut potatoes that are flavoured. Would you like some? They were invented.
They make them down the road in Phandelver."
So he says, "I'm sorry I didn't get over to you earlier. We've been busy, but I take it you are Gundren's associates."
Gundren's cousin, yes.
Oh, yes. He said to keep some rooms for yourself and any colleagues that you have working for him, and it'll be on his tab for the. So,
Great,
so how many rooms do you be needing?
4.
4 rooms. Okay, I'll get you 4 rooms. I'll get your keys there for you, and you can stay down. And he's left small little bit of money behind the bar for some libation for you. And he said a breakfast, but an early breakfast, because he said you're having a first early start. He said.
What? That's fine. That's great. Thank you. Look, drinks to the table here for me and my friends, and retire to our rooms when my father.
I'll keep bringing the drink until the money runs out, and then if you want more, you can put some more money behind the bar. How does that sound to you?
Sounds good.
Right. So off he trundles. He gets your keys and he brings you over some beer.
Yeah.
And the evening continues on, and none of you are bards or anything, so there's no bagpipe playing or anything going on. So yeah, you can. Nothing else happens unless you want to chat about yourselves or whatever.
Actually, you do that along the road.
I suppose we might as well. Yeah.
So if you want to retire for the night and it's going to be an uneventful night, like
yeah, that's cool.
So at 6 o'clock in the morning, you can hear there's a banging on the door of Valdeberg's room, and it's the innkeeper, and he said, "Your breakfast is on the table, and the farrier just brought around your oxen and your cart that Gundren said to have ready. So your breakfast is on the table for you and your colleagues, and it's a good evening it's a good morning to be getting on the road early."
Great stuff. Bang on their doors before you leave, will you?
I will indeed. So he goes around, he just knocking on the doors as he goes along and saying, "Good morning, your breakfast is on the table. It's not going to get any more raw." So, and off he goes and he trundles off and he has a little laugh to himself because he thinks he's hilarious. So.
Right, well, I assume we all come down.
There's little cold cuts on the table and stuff, it's cold meats and sausages.
You want me to get mine served in bed? No? What? Service?
You're a noble. Some nobles can take servants, squires with them. Do you have a squire or that, Becky? Or sorry, Truesdale.
It's like a...
No, I don't.
Yeah, you can have some kind of retainer or something.
You can pay to have a retainer if you want it, would you?
I know.
It's an extra character you have to run. They tend to run away and get killed quite easily. Anyway, it's typical servants for you. But, so yeah, there's a nice bit of...
Fine to so hard to find good invincible help these days.
Yeah, not like it always used to be. Snowflake help. Okay, so there's breakfast goes uneventful, and you
Right,
can
so
hear
the
the
wagon.
braying
it's
of an ox. Yeah. So
Right,
you go out, yeah.
I'm gonna Valberg is gonna go out and just check the wagon out. You know, kick the tires a bit, and see everything's as it should be.
Are you gonna have a route or anything in the?
Oh, definitely. I'm lifting up the canvas or whatever just to see what I can see as that's in it.
Yeah, there's nothing really anything exciting. There's flour, there's some swords, and there's sort of provision. There's panning bowls and stuff. There's sort of provisions that you would find, and hammers and all that sort of stuff. There's nothing mental. He's not doing. You're not mules on some mad drugs run or anything for him. It's fairly much provisions that you would have expected to. You wouldn't have found an adventure. It's worth a bit of money, as in the sense of it's not probably worth 40 or 50 gold pieces worth of stuff, So it's a bit odd, I suppose, that they've obviously bought these provisions and they're paying just as much probably to get them delivered to the other side, but nothing strange.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you say it was an oxen or a horse?
It's an oxen.
Does it look like it could be alive for the next 2 days?
Yeah, it's a fairly stoic beast. It's just it doesn't look like it's malnourished or anything. The way the oxen works is none of you need animal handling or anything. Basically, whoever sits up on the cart and picks up the reins, the oxen walks quite slowly. It walks at probably human walking pace. The cart is quite full, so you probably fit the driver and maybe one person beside him, and then other people are going to have to walk. It's
We
not.
don't have horses now.
Sorry, Bex?
We don't have horses.
No, there's no horses on it. Unless you want to go off and buy a horse in the town.
Use your legs like a normal person, like an urchin, like a poor person.
White horses.
You could drive the cart, and then you'll be sitting on it.
That just reminds me that Becky was like, I love there's a good panel from. Actually, I don't know what the issue is or what the comic it was in, but it was because it was like Spider-Man and Doctor Doom. There was the Spider-Man and a couple of other Marvel heroes, and they're there, something, and then Doctor Doom bursts in through the wall, and they all kind of get ready in fight poses because Doctor Doom just burst through the wall. What are you doing? He's like, I'm here to parlay, or I'm here. I've bringing you information, and then Spider-Man's like, you burst through the wall. He's like, why didn't you just come through the door? He's like, the door, like a peasant. Doctor Doom, come to the door like a peasant, blow a fucking hole through the wall. Brilliant. Sorry. I think Gad is probably chatting to Pad about I think this is it. This is where a lot's gonna turn, and then he either himself or maybe if Pad wants to do it sneakily, kind of do the same, just kind of lift the tarp up again to make sure they're not escorting bodies down to Phandelver or that there's not anything good to nick.
And you can certainly do
checking
that.
Himself.
And there isn't. You haven't found anything else. They're just general speaking.
Yeah, it's only just for himself, so he knows.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
That he knows that it's like.
Yeah, because he doesn't know, and he's a gangster. He's a con man, so he wouldn't be surprised if If
it's worth more than 10 gold, get Pad to nick it. And...
Yeah, and it isn't. I mean, like, it's probably
exactly. No.
It's not. It's not. It is actually quite. It's much earlier because Gundren was talking about he was probably leaving around. He didn't think the cart was going to be ready till midday, and it's actually probably about 6 o'clock. So, you could push probably on and make Phandelver, you reckon, today, depending on what happens on the road. So, yeah.
Let's if everybody's ready and have what you need, let's hit the road. So I'll jump up and take the reins of the car at this stage. Then
are you going to do shifts driving, or what are you going to do? Are you just going to do the driving and everyone walks?
No, I think I'd take my share of walking anyway.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be bouncing around in a car for hours and hours.
We might take a few shifts, and company might every so often might hop back for a rest.
Poor old Pad has tiny little legs on him.
Pad.
Pad is the halfling. Mikey's Pad. He's a halfling.
Yeah, walk all day.
He's been walking twice.
He's on the back of it. Well, they have little legs.
Yeah,
I sit
Pad, Pad could probably sit up on top of the ox.
Probably good, yeah, because he's only like 3 foot tall, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I think Gad and Truesdale are probably both a bit like having to walk. You know,
Yeah, I don't
Gad's
walk.
not fancy, but he likes to think he. You know, he
Yeah.
pretends to be. He has aspirations to be fancy like Truesdale is.
yeah. So
You know.
So yeah, so Valberger's driving and Pad is in the passenger seat beside me on the wagon.
the wagon. He's on the wagon.
I'd sit in your lap.
He's on the wagon. Yeah.
Kid, like you see the kid, like farmers drive around with the kids in their lap, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the tractor.
I'm just looking for an icon that looks something like a cart. I can't find one, so I'm going to just draw that out actually.
Right.
So yeah, that's your sort of your cart, and you're sort of, as the day goes on, you're making actually quite good progress. The oxen is a bit faster than you would have probably thought, and it seems to have good stamina. So you had initially thought that you would probably have to camp, but it's probably actually about 2 or 3, 4 hours of light left because it's summer, and you've done most of the trip. As you come to you notice off on your left is a trail, which is what you were expecting to see, and there's a little tiny signpost, and it points up. It says to Neverwinter. It points down. It says Leolan, and then it points off to the right, and it says Triber. So you've reached this junction here. If you want to continue.
Okay, so we're heading to Fandon, so we're taking the
going up the Tribor Trail. Yeah.
Okay, so you start heading down the Tribor Trail, and you come to a bend in the road.
You mean the road isn't perfectly straight all the
No,
way?
it's amazing. Yeah. The council, they're terrible. So I'm not going to draw the cart, but tell me who's driving the cart at this point in time?
This is like many hours later. This is like 10 hours later.
No, it's probably about 6 hours.
Okay, well it'll be one of the other guys who'll be driving it.
Okay, anybody in particular want to drive the cart?
I'm never driving the cart.
Okay, you're not driving the cart, so we'll put.
You can see I was driving if you want.
Would you be able to see over it? Okay, so.
I was just sitting on his lap.
Yeah, so.
Gad'll jump up. He'd probably be glad to be sitting.
Pad are on it, and.
Say they're walking.
Yeah, were you expecting?
Use our walking, we'll say, to the side of the cart. So you can move yourselves around there. And you're coming up to a corner. I'm going to have to move all these around. I'm going to let you move around. So there's a sharp bend in the road.
Okay, and there's no signpost. So the sharp bend, actually, no, the road is not forking there.
No, it's not. It's just a bend. Okay, yeah. That's just breaking the forest.
I think we be walking in front of the cart or behind.
That's
Okay, well then the cart's in the front, and you guys are out leading, and we're in behind it.
Just chatting.
Yeah.
So
okay. So will I move you, or do you want to move yourselves?
yeah, we're heading up along, I suppose.
Yeah,
Sure,
so-
we've no reason not to be.
And we're behind.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you round the corner, you notice whoever, all of his. You see, the road continues on, but in the middle of the road is a cart that has been ransacked. And you notice there, I haven't got them, you can't see them on there because I didn't have dead horses. The oxen or the horses that were pulling these ones are dead beside the cart.
Okay, and it's not. This happened very soon before we got there. It's not like a wrecked carriage from months and months ago. Or anything.
Well, you're a bit away from it, so I don't know if you want to go over and have a look or whatever.
I'd be suspicious because my cousin was here yesterday, so I'd run forward if as soon as I noticed it to see if I could identify was it Undren's carriage or anything.
I'm going to put in the reins on Pat.
Gad stopped. Yeah, Gad and Pat have stopped.
Yeah. Sorry, what's your name, Ray? Valberg recognizes the cart and the horses that it looked like Sildar was waving over to what's his name from Gundren. So yeah, you're fairly convinced that these are this cart and the horses belong to Gundren and Sildar.
Are the horses
They're
still
dead.
alive?
No, they're dead.
Okay.
So do you want? Yeah. So the horses are dead. If you want to do a proper investigation or anything, you may, of course.
Yeah. I know. I want to look around. There's obviously, is there signs of a battle or blood on the wagon, or I'm
Yeah.
looking around.
There's definitely, and you can see there's black arrow shafts sticking from the horses. The horses have definitely, and they've been cut. There's also wounds, and looking at it, you can see that they've sort of bled out probably yesterday.
Yeah.
Is there any
pulling out drawing the scimitars, unsheathing
yeah,
them.
yeah. Is there any
Like,
trail from here of blood or footprints?
Well, do me
be back in one.
do me an yeah, sure. Do me an investigation checks there, so please. I rolled shit there.
Oh, yeah.
5. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of footprints and hoof prints all going around in circle, but you can't really discern anything. Okay, Gad and Pad, you are at the back there. Are you hanging to the back, or what are you doing? Are you staying there?
I'm going to stay on top of the cart because I don't be leaving the cart like
Okay.
unattended.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
topped down.
Okay. Where is he? Is he beside the cart, or is he beside the Becky and Ray?
I suppose he'd be. Yeah, he doesn't. I don't want to be behind it, so wherever it would be, I suppose there is that off the cart.
Yeah, that's off the
Or
cart.
whatever.
Yeah. So as you're looking around, and they fucking rolled awfully. So let me just have a look at your passive perceptions. 13, 10, 11, and 13. Okay, so you suddenly hear from around you. You hear rustling in the thickets and the stuff, and then all of a sudden, from both the north and south of where you are, so from the direction here and from here, arrows start flying at you. Now, yeah, they rolled shit. They did. They rolled a 4 for stealth, so they're fucked. So basically, let's do an initiative roll, people, please. So we're going to be using what's called surprised in these adventures for this stuff. So basically, surprised is if a creature. Now you wouldn't have been able to do with this because it's an ambush, but if you go into stealth mode, you basically do a roll and you add your stealth if you have a stealth rating to it, and any creature that has a passive perception below that loses their first go on the combat tracker. So basically, if the creatures that were shooting at you had have surprised you, they basically would have gotten a free round of shots at you. So just bear that in mind. We don't really use it in the Black Pig because it doesn't really sort of suit that type of a campaign. But if you're going into stuff and whatever, if you want to stealth, it could potentially have an advantage to you. Now, couldn't have stealthed here, but the creatures tried to stealth. They rolled a 4. They have a 6 bonus, so basically they rolled a 10. If they'd have rolled higher than your passive perceptions, you would have missed your first go on the combat tracker. The worst person with passive perception here is Pad, and his is 10. Yeah. So you were all fine, but just that's something that we will be doing in this adventure. So I'm just going to add. Oh, sorry. I'm just going to add the encounter up onto the thing. So. What the fuck? Sorry, something's after it. My initiative tracker has stopped working. I'm gonna refresh it. Sorry, it's jammed. Counters. There we go. Okay, so and I'm just gonna let you see what you can see. So you can see running at you through the bushes are running out from from the north and from the south I'll just make them visible, are 2 goblins. And I'll just make them available on the tracker, and then we can all roll initiative. Okay, so let's do an initiative roll, please.
Yeah, mine's 6 for Pad.
Pad gets 6.
Yeah.
So I use a +6, so that's 12. Oh, sorry, was that? Yeah, that was 6 you just rolled, or 6 plus?
That was the roll.
Yeah, it was rolled. Well, yeah.
Okay. So you roll 6, yeah.
23.
21. Oh no, 19. What? Yeah. I rolled a 20, but I'm -1.
I'm actually the same. I'm -1. I'm 19. Yeah.
Does the rolls not take into account the minuses? No.
The roll did, yeah.
So how come it didn't for Mikey?
They got a 9.
What do you know?
Because Mikey, you rolled a 6, and according to your sheet,
I rolled a 3. I rolled the 3 plus 3, 6.
There you go. So it did, yeah.
Yeah, my sheet here, it says that you actually have a +6 to initiative.
No, the one I'm in here, it says +3.
Yeah, sorry, that's my fault, because I just transcribed them over into this thing here. Sorry, Ray, I'm just still getting used to people's characters' names. What did you say you got?
19.
19.
Connor?
19. Oh, yeah, I have them there. 19. 19. Gad?
23.
23. And Valberger? Becky?
Phandelver.
Yeah, what you get?
I got 19.
19. Okay. So, right, cool. Right, and
True
so,
for sure.
Gad, you're up. Sorry about that, guys.
So Gad is gonna this one Lex where he looks a bit more visible. Z, do I have line of sight?
Oh, you definitely have line of sight, yeah. Reg, possibly not. +2, yeah, but you have line of sight definitely on Lex.
Yeah, actually, you know, 5, 10, 15,
No, there's not
10, 20, 25. It's going to move there. And Gad's got the 2 scimitars out so he can go.
12 on the first one is not enough to do anything.
Oh.
Sorry. Let me just check that. No, yeah, that's right, yeah. So you just have one attack with both scimitars, is it?
No, but 12's a miss. He's going to do the offhand attack, but he doesn't with bonus action. But you won't get the modifier, so it'll just do a d6 if it hits. So I have an offhand one set up as well. Jesus, worse. 10.
Yeah. So no, you're
Picking his money's worth
and completely miss over his head. Yeah. So that's yeah. Right, so it's Reg's go. So Reg runs over at the handsome man.
Oh, very handsome man, I have.
Yeah, and Reg, what the fuck can Reg do? Has a scimitar and +4 to hit. So I'm actually going to roll on in this observer character. So +4 to hit.
What's the new initiative tracker sent in? I don't know.
Can you not see the initiative tracker?
It hasn't changed to
Okay, no.
No, it hasn't. No, it's not just me, is it? No, it's still.
Oh, right. Okay, so 22. I got 22 on the thing. Right, let me just get you the URL so that because it did jam and I had to refresh it. So copy to the URL. Which do you prefer, Discord or WhatsApp?
Well, Discord. Now that I know how to use it.
Yeah, Discord's handy.
Okay.
I guess it's all in the one while we're playing. I suppose it's easy to grab.
Oh yeah, it's a different URL.
Oh yeah, it's working now. Perfect.
Okay. Sorry, yeah, it did jam when I hit refresh, but I didn't realize that must change the URL when I do that. Okay, so Reg got, what did he score? He scored an 18 against the handsome man, and the handsome man is armor class is 17, so it goes through. So, what does Reg do? Reg does 2d6. So I'll roll in this thing here because it's just 2d6. So that is 5 plus 2. Oh,
Jesus.
sorry. No. My fault. I rolled that again. I don't know what the fuck I was looking at there. Somebody else. Well, it's 1d6 plus 2. Sorry, my bad. So I just 1d6. 6. There's 6 slashing damage to you.
Bastard.
Bastard, yeah.
Chunk
What's
area.
happening, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're up, Truesdale.
Okay, so I'm going to use me great axe. And yeah, fucking Reg. Not the face! Not the face, Reg!
Yeah. A great axe, so it is.
15.
is good enough. It's good enough.
Okay.
Do it.
11.
Oh, so you axe you
14
and
actually. 7 plus 3.
oh, it's fuck.
Ooh.
It cleaves his head off. So as the axe just goes, cuts through him, and his head just goes. So that was Reg, wasn't it? So yeah, you
I
do
said
10 damage to Reg. So Reg is dead, baby. Reg's dead. You can move now if you want.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'll move over here to just in front of the cleric.
So you get healed, is it? Heal me.
No, I'm supposed to be protecting him.
Okay. Okay. Valdeberg, the cleric
No,
himself.
I stick to my word, don't you know? My word is my bond.
Yeah.
And all that. They're going to be sick of me by the end of this.
Yeah.
You'll be like, be a girl, just be a girl.
Yeah. Valdeberg, that's you, Ray.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna Lex. I'm gonna attack Lex. I'm gonna throw Sacred Flame at him. That's obviously oh, that's 3 damage. 3 damage.
You know, you didn't fucking score. You didn't. Oh, it's a can't. Is that not?
Sorry, yeah, it's
an
at
auto
will. So,
Okay, so it always does damage, does it?
always, yeah.
Okay, so that was at Lex, wasn't it?
Alex, yeah.
Okay,
Then I'm confused.
3 damage. Okay, so
I want to move as well
okay, yeah, move away.
to here.
Move far away. Move far.
Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
Right from here. Oh shit! From this direction here, from the trees, arrows start flying out, and arrow goes towards the person who just damaged one of his colleagues. So an arrow goes flying out towards Truesdale. And let me roll here. So what is that? It's plus 4 to this, okay? So d20 plus 4. So 4, 16, 20. So I presume that goes through Truesdale, 20. So yeah, Truesdale's getting a fucking hiding. And this is 1d6 plus 2. So
Did you get a hit again?
yeah. So Truesdale, you take 5 damage.
Yeah, I only have 1 left.
So you're 11 damage. Actually, I put your health points into this one, so you can actually see them on the. You should be able to see them on the tracker. And as that happens, you can see this guy is running out. The guy from where the arrows came. You can see rustling in the trees, and you can see another goblin goes to there. Okay, so that's his action. Pad, you're up.
I am going to go over to. Actually, no. I'm going to stay up here, and I'm going to use my sharp bow, and I'm going to fire at the guy I see running.
Yeah, sure.
So my sharp bow, right? That's 20 to hit.
That's gonna fucking do it.
And 1d6 plus 3. So that is 6 piercing damage.
So yeah, that arrow just flies off and just sorry, I just got what was that guy's name? Romano.
Romano,
Flies straight into Romano. I actually never revealed where he was in the combat tracker. So Romano takes 6 damage, and he just a whole load of blood just oozes out. Arrow passes through, and he's fucking. He drops his short bow and he grabs his sword out.
Nice.
So yeah, you're your go. You can move or do whatever you want to.
No, I'm actually going to stay on top of the cart because I want to protect it.
Okay. Lex, you're up.
Lex.
Your Lex.
Your Lex.
Sorry. Oh fuck
Your
yeah.
He's talking to himself, lads.
So
I know. Okay, go ahead.
Lex runs into the handsome man. Yeah, he sees you're fucked. Like he's gonna go for it. So he rolls this plus 12 plus 6, I think, isn't it? Plus 4. No, 12 plus 4, 16. So you're fine, Truesdale. You're 17. So yeah, he went in, he ran at you, and he just hit off your chainmail. Gad, who's not me, now has a go.
It is Lex. I'm assuming I'm still like in melee with him, so that if Gad was to move, he'd get an opportunity attack. I know they're not right. I assume they're still within 5 feet. Like
Lex, no, because he moved in. No, his intention was to run as far as way, so he's not in melee with you, no.
Okay, actually, Gad is gonna move back. Just take steps back. Gonna cast. So he's just as a free. Actually, he's just sheathing one of the swords, so he's a hand free, and he's gonna cast Hex on Lex. He's gonna Hex Lex, which I don't know did that. Did it? I don't know if it rolled it there or not. But so Hex concentration lasts up to an hour, and you pick someone, and while that's going on, you do an extra D6 necrotic damage whenever I hit them with an attack, which includes spell attacks. You can give them disadvantage on a skill check, so I'll do it for strength checks in case someone tries to grapple him. Fire off Eldritch Blast at him. That's Hex's bonus action, and then he's going to shoot an Eldritch Blast. Does that roll? It's rolling now. Okay. Plus 5.
19, yeah,
19
that's gone
to
through.
A D10 force damage. Damage and how many? And 3 necrotic damage, so 6 total.
6, so yeah. And that was on Lex, wasn't it? So Lex really got
on Lex, yeah, and
6 damage. So you blast into him, and he's a bit like Romano. You can see that he's visibly fake and shaken, but he's still somehow or other standing. Next you see out of the trees, running at you is runs, because you ran past him, this guy Looter runs, so Lex Looter runs at you, and he is going to try and scimitar you, so he's plus 4 to this. 13
14.
14, yeah. So so that was Looter's go. Looter.
Okay.
Truesdale, it's your any dying words?
Bury me in a glass coffin. Okay. So, can I do anything?
As in, you can attack, like, I mean, you're still alive.
So I can't attack, can I?
You have 1 health point left, yeah, so you're still.
Oh, okay.
And he's
Oh.
good fish.
Gotta do less.
Other role playing games.
Ivy, you're as effective. You're
Yeah.
as effective at 1 HP as you are.
At
Yeah.
300,
Yeah. Yeah.
15.
15 on Lex, yeah, that's gonna get through.
And
I finish him.
5.
5. Okay, so with that, as you swing at Lex, you just as soon as this blade cut his little nose, that was enough to he just bled out. So yeah, that just fucking completely destroyed poor old Lex.
Still, I have second wind.
Okay.
So that is a bonus action to get back some hit points.
You certainly can, yeah.
So I just roll 1d10.
Yeah.
+1, I think. 10 plus your fighter level.
Yeah.
I think that's a D100 you ran there,
Oh,
Becky.
I can't. Oh, here. Sorry, I couldn't see. Okay, 8 plus
9.
1, so that's 9.
Yeah, so give yourself back 9, and I'll. So, which is good because that brings you back up to. You're back up to 10. So that brings it to 10.
You would use it when you were down.
Oh, fuck it, yeah. That's what it's there for. There's no point in keeping it when you're dead and buried. So, yeah. I mean, the worst thing with them is you go over.
So, yeah, you can't have any fewer health hit points, though.
Yeah. So, Val the Burger.
Hit point left, yeah. Because
Okay, is he within my distance? Yeah.
5, 10, 15. Yeah, he sure is.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna attack him and swing me.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna go. That's gonna do it.
Oh my god! 3 damage.
Again, just 3 damage. Okay. Yeah, he was certainly surprised by that, and you did him 3 damage. So he's, and you can see that actually he lets out a yelp.
Just got him on the back of the knee.
Yeah, that wasn't
Romano. Okay, so Romano then takes out. Sorry, was Romano? I had said actually drew his short sword. So he runs over and he jumps up on the cart and he goes, "You little runt, you!" And he is going to try and skewer you like a pig. And he.
Well, right. I mean, that's rich coming from a goblin. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. He gets 8. So
Yeah,
he
that's
misses. He's bleeding out. Like, so he's So he makes an impassioned speech and then does nothing. Fucks it up. Yeah. He was like, poor old
One pad.
Dunica rolled 20 million damage and been too far away. Okay, so Pad is up.
I am going to. I'm going to drop my sharp bow, and I'm going to pull out my rapier.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack. So,
Romano.
that is 20.
Yeah.
And 1d8 plus 3. 10 points of slashing.
Okay, so you get really ready for it, and the scabbard when you pulled the sword out, the scabbard went flying up and tapped off the goblin's chin, and he fell off the cart and broke his neck. So just as you were about to go through the center, so he's dead as well. So Romano died from being hit by the scabbard, and your 10 hit points, unfortunately.
He died like he lived, like a twat.
Yeah. So Romano's gone now, and it's Pad, Gad, Gad pad.
Luther is the only one
Yeah, that you can see. Yeah,
left, is he?
yeah.
Then shit, do I have? I forgot. I only have one spell slot at level 1. He's gonna Oh, I don't think he's gonna leave him alive. He's gonna try to kill him. He was gonna maybe try and knock him out.
You can try and knock him out. Okay, so the way knockouts work, just for clarity, there is if you do, you say I'm going to knock him out. You do damage, and if the damage would normally kill him, then he's knocked unconscious instead of dying. So you just declare, and if he 3 hit points left and you did 4 or 5, instead of him dying, he's knocked unconscious. So that's all you have to do if you want to knock out a creature.
I think Gad's probably gonna drop X because the necrotic damage is magical, so it might. It's not like hitting him with the of a sword. I don't know if it's gonna.
No, we'll take it out. If you declare that you're going to do a knockout, that's the way we'll do it. Like it'll be just
okay. He'll swing the scimitar.
So you're trying to knock him out. Oh, you'll see do you hit first.
So sorry, 21, and then
it's up to you. Are you going to knock out, or are you going to just kill him?
Oh yeah, sorry, he's knocking out. Yeah, he's.
Okay. So roll your damage. See, do you do enough?
If we're doing the hex, I'll roll the. Oh, I didn't do the other thing actually.
Okay.
So 6 total.
So yeah, he is knocked unconscious. So with that, he just falls over and he's out.
Okay, so
just who's got some rope?
I'm going to go over here and check. Oh, the cart is empty, isn't it? I'm going to go over and check that E-man, see if he's all right.
Okay. You all have rope in your. You'll either have explorers, backpacks, or whatever. And they all. I know you. They all have rope. At this stage, no one's used any rope.
Gad doesn't. He sold all of his shit to afford the 2 scimitars.
Yeah.
He's carrying nothing. He's got his clothes. He's got no torches or anything or a backpack.
Well,
he's relying on pad.
Yeah.
He's just.
Everybody except Gad has bits of rope and bits and pieces. And so Becky, you.
But I do have a small knife and a little bag of sand.
Yeah.
Which is in my scholar's pack.
That you couldn't even sell sand.
I have chewing gum.
You find some Arabs to sell sand to. So Becky, you've gone over towards the halfling. I presume Gad, you're tying up. You're restraining Luther. Becky,
assuming, yeah.
Are you doing anything over there? So okay. So guys,
Give me a hand.
We know what the other 2 lads beside Luther are doing. Are you doing anything by the cart there?
Oh well, Pad can do whatever.
I'm quickly picking up my sharp bow anyway because I dropped it in the fight, so just to make sure I have it, and then
things where it was and that we're all still live and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna be checking the oxen to make sure he's like not
live. Yeah.
I'm tying up Luther with. I have rope, so I'm using some of that rope to.
As you're tying him up, he's sort of groaning that he's starting to come. He's starting to come through, awake, and he's.
Okay, well, the first thing I'll do before anyone speaks is punch him 3 times straight in the face.
Okay.
And then, what have you done with my brother?
So, bang, bang, goes, your brother? I don't know who your brother is.
Your cousin.
Who's your cousin?
You know who my cousin is. You attacked his cart here earlier today.
Yeah. What's that worth to you?
Gad's gonna go up and whisper to Valbergo.
Yeah. Another
we'll do a bit of good.
Where's my cousin?
Yeah. So you've given him another.
We're gonna do good city watch, bad city watch. Good city watch, bad city watch.
So
he's gonna let him punch him 3 times.
Hit me your hardest.
He's a bit of a tough one, this fella.
Yeah.
Give him 3 more punches anyway, and then say, "Tell us," and you just might live.
So, yeah, we there's a cart, yesterday.
Bring him up
We
by the
ambushed
tree.
it.
Right, bring him up by his feet on the tree. That's what to do with him.
Yeah,
Let the blood.
you're going to kill me anyway. Why should I tell you anything?
No, we leave you hanging here still alive. I'm shouting over. Let the blood run to your tongue. You can tell us what you know.
What did you do with the occupants of that cart?
Yeah.
He's like, look. What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Lex or Luther or hang on, Luther.
Yeah, he's Luke. Yeah.
Luther. They call me
I'm
Luther.
Jack. Look, yeah, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. We're just traveling here. I don't know these people particularly well, but there's no reason that why should all those goblins, the rest of the guys, the rest of the goblins. I'm sure there's more of you. You out here? What are they doing? Getting back to the hideout, getting fat. Yeah, and what are they doing? They're getting fat. Well, you got sent out here, and you all the rest of the lads got killed. Well, I don't think so because we just killed you and all your bodies. I don't want to, but why should you die? Why should you die? We could let you go. You tell us where to find the rest of them. Then, well, you tell us where they are. We'll let you go.
Priest, cleric.
And then they'll all be dead. We'll kill them all. They won't be able to come and chase you. So you get to live a happy little life, whatever you want.
Yeah, there's a lot of cleric. What's your what god do you worship to?
Oh.
This month, sun cycle, moon in retrograde, Mercury underneath. It's the what god? What god is it again?
Something like that. I can't quite remember. Boy, what's it to you?
Is it Moradin? Is it? Swear on your god, Moradin. Swear on your god, Moradin, that you'll let me go. That you won't let any of these kill me. I want your word on your god.
I'm gonna cast command on him.
Oh.
Oh. Works too. Yeah. He's kind of just walking away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the friends cantrip. He's already hostile to us, so I was like, that's not going to work. It's like, yeah, walk away. Yeah.
Okay, so right. So you're wasting a spell. Is that a cantrip or a spell?
It's a spell.
Okay, so you're going to command, is it?
Don't make that talk.
Yeah, just a. Okay, wisdom saving throw or following a command. Right. So Luther.
Is Valdemar just going to say is there any more or whatever, or where did they take him or whatever?
Where is his cousin? Is what he wants to know, because then we know
Still
where
your leader.
Ask him where your cousin.
So what is
just
my?
One sec.
Where's your leg?
Yeah. Tell me when.
Yeah, tell us.
So you are 8 plus 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. Plus 3 is 13.
Actually, I'm not going to cast it.
Yeah. So he's going. Yeah, because it's actually a waste of spell slot, and it might. He goes. Swear on your god you won't kill me.
Swear on the god. That's fine. Swear on the god.
I swear on Mandolin. I won't kill you.
No, that your party won't kill me.
I swear that my party won't kill you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What was he wanted to know? You wanted, they're over there to the northwest. So he's sort of that direction. There's a trail.
Just looking at Pat. That's incredibly rude. I promised them I wasn't going to kill him.
Why
not
trust me, guys?
There's a trail. There's a trail to our hideout up that way, where all the other East Enders are living.
We're up there with our boss, Ray Winston.
Sorry, what did you say?
The occupants of the cart, the ones you robbed, are they alive or dead?
We took them back. They would have been taken back to the hideout. Yeah.
How far is the hideout on the trail?
It's about a couple of miles. About a mile.
And your scumbag friends are there.
Oh, some of them are scumbags. Some of them are. Yeah, there's a few there. Yeah.
How many?
About 4 hands worth.
3 more punches in the face. How many?
He can't fucking count. He's a goblin. He's 4 hands. About 4 hands.
Yeah. Now, if we go walking down that trail, we're going to trip over something, and a big spiky log is going to come hit us in the face, or a bunch of bees are going to fall on us. What's going to.
There's a couple of things on the trail, maybe, for the unwary.
Yes.
I've told you, I've already told you where to find my hideout. I need something a bit from you now.
Like what?
Like what?
Gold piece.
Gold fucking piece.
You know what we'll do?
Hey.
It's a show of good faith. We'll cut your ropes.
No, we won't.
I know you
Dad will
loads
have
of
Eldritch
money
Blast
because that dwarf we got yesterday said he was paying his cousin to bring people at 10 gold pieces per person.
Cousin of mine, always full of fun.
10?
As they're talking, I'm wrapping me rope around the goblin's feet, getting ready to tie him upside down in a tree. He's alive, we're not killing him.
You can easily afford 1 gold piece for me if you're giving these all 10 gold pieces.
This is that we're the Millers meme with the.
You
You guys are getting paid?
scared dwarf that you were robbing.
Oh, yeah, well, we were just redistribution of the wealth.
Do you have anything else to tell us before we leave?
Point.
Well, I've nothing to tell you unless you give me a gold piece.
Give me the fucking gold, please. We can take it back off.
I'm giving him a gold piece.
Strung up.
I'll give it to him. I'll drop it at his feet.
Okay. So he grabs
Oh,
it.
he's tied.
He snatches it and he swallows it.
We can get that out. We can get that out.
Smart. He's a smart man. I'll give him that.
Yeah. So he goes, yeah, there's a snare and a pit on the trail which you'll need to avoid. And that leads then to the cave, which is where the hideout is.
You say there's 4 hands of your scumbag friends there. How many are on the road now? How many are there?
There's maybe 2 meant to be guarding the entrance.
Okay. Right, well, I'm hanging him upside down out of the tree branch now. About 5 feet off the ground.
You said you let me go.
Yeah, we didn't. We said we wouldn't kill you. Technically, you're alive, so we only pips.
Okay. So,
Well, we didn't break his word to his God. We didn't kill you. We just left you hanging for your friends.
Give us a gold piece, we'll let you go.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll wait for a while. Have some Weetabix, so some cup of coffee, and we'll wait.
Okay, so yeah, you're stringing him up, yeah.
Yeah, and then we need to gather around and probably talk. So gents, my cousin has been kidnapped by these thieves. Come with me down the trail to rescue him, and I'll double your fee.
20 gold pieces.
Now,
Looking for me.
now, are you doubling the 5 that we promised, or are you doubling the 10, which apparently we're supposed to be getting? Now, I am an honest man, and I feel I've been swindled.
That's not what I
And the
read.
goblin is sniggering to himself in the tree as he.
They were scared stories of a man who was being robbed. Saying how rich he was and how people would come and rescue him for money. Don't be listening to that. We'll double the 5 if you come with me down the trail to rescue my cousin.
Oh.
Oh, well, I'm in for a jolly
He'll
trip.
look at Pad. He'll look at Pad.
Come on, gents. What else would you be doing today?
Not
Well,
fighting goblins.
Yeah.
well, these goblins better have they better have some stuff stashed away. That's all I'm saying.
Like,
Oh,
yeah,
very well.
I'll do it for the 10.
Slash his swords up. Aye.
One of it.
You never know. My cousin in his relief might show some generosity to you too. So
Yeah.
it'd be at least 10 plus bonuses.
Saying to Pat, I mean, you got to respect the hustle. I mean, you know, game recognized game, as they say. I can't fault them.
Taking a short rest here to have something to eat, since you're on the road for 6 hours now.
You can if you want. I mean, I think no one else needs really to. Does anyone else need to get health points back?
I will do a short rest.
Fine, I'm just asking.
No,
Would
I'm
you
just
do
saying.
like that?
Well, if you do a short rest, I think you'll get second wind back. I think I'll double check,
I'll check
and
there,
Gad will get his spell slot back because the warlocks get slots back
do
on the
they?
short
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah, because
They
if
get very
you're
few.
traveling for 6 hours
Only-
and then
yeah.
having a fight, you kind of would sit down and have something to eat. or something.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
certainly have a
I
short
can
rest.
only-
It's your call, guys.
Can only cast one spell. I've only got one spell slot,
And you're right.
but they come back on a short rest.
You're right, Becky. You'll get your short rest back, so I'll just uncheck that there for you. So yeah, if you do,
Yeah,
take
it's
a
kind
short
of
rest.
fighters and warlocks both get a lot of stuff on a short rest. They kind of
Okay,
they
so
can do.
yeah, take a short rest. So meanwhile your man is
I
swinging upside
don't
down.
think I got hit or anything. But
No, I don't think. I think
I didn't get hit,
Truesdale
no.
got hiding.
But yeah,
Yeah, and meanwhile, that little chap. Now, Truesdale, you could roll one of your dice, and you've 10 hit points out of 12. It's up to you whether you want to waste a dice to get those other 2 back.
Yeah,
Can I say that before we short rested, I gagged the goblin, so he's not going to be screaming while we're sleeping.
You can do it.
Yeah.
We don't take
Yeah.
a short rest. You're only breaking for an hour.
Yeah, but still, yeah.
Yeah, of course you can. You can gag him. Yeah, there's no problem.
I'd say because you only one. I assume it was a one hit dice. I mean,
it's
you'd still
probably
get
the
you'll get the hit dice back on a long rest, but we might
Yeah.
end up taking another short rest later down the line. You might want the hit dice.
I'd
Yeah,
say
but it's
not
up to
to.
you.
Yeah, that's a good call. So yeah, you are taking your short rest. You can see the trail, which I've just revealed there, that he pointed out. You'll also notice there's a clearing just past the trees in here that would probably make a good place to hide the ox and cart.
Yeah.
He's obviously not going to drag that. I'll leave it on
No.
the road. So you could store your So you can stake down the ox and cart.
Yeah, you could push the battered one in front of it, and people would just think it was a broken down part tree. You
That's
know?
not a bad idea. Yeah, so you could block off the entrance to there just off the side of the road. Turn on the side, so that will obscure the track here and the area. I presume
Is there anything left in the cart that was attacked by the goblins? Even just like
Swords.
like
Sorry, if anyone
pieces,
needs weapons,
it's clean.
swords. I'm not sure of what quality, but if anyone.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, you do notice that there's some sort of black cloaks and that bits of black material sort of hanging off the side of it. Nothing really though.
Yeah, it's just picks clean kind of thing.
Yeah, there's a bit of flour, and you could see that there was probably provisions, something like what you were carrying maybe in your own one. But there's nothing really.
Just if there was anything left salvageable, maybe just move it onto our.
Yeah, no,
we could fit it.
No, there's not. There was obviously and the stuff scraped, and there was maybe bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Broken, but there's nothing
Just
really. No, it's been
scraps
picked
left
clean.
over. Cool.
And you can see from where the goblins were that this was quite a. This was quite a handy little ambush point they had for stuff coming along the trail. So
yeah,
I take it if you're going to go up the trail and you're going to go with caution now that he said that there's a couple of traps there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
move slowly. Someone watch the floor.
Yeah.
Someone.
So as you're going along, you do notice there's a snare over around here that would have hoisted one of you up into the air. And you notice a bit further down where these rocks are, there's a pit that you would have, you notice there's a disturbed ground, and it would have sort of probably done a bit of damage. But you get across fairly uneventfully, and you don't, you needn't move. We're going to change maps there now.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's going off the edge.
Yeah. So after a bit of where's my map gone? Right. You get to here. I'll just drop your characters down here. So you're arrived. You can reorganize yourselves in whatever way you want to. When I just drop you down, so you're coming up to the side of the river. So you come into a clearing. You notice, so what you see is there is a sort of a high mountain stroke cliff wall buttress here that extends a long way back, stone, and it's probably, it's not scalable. It's like a cliff in the side of a mountain. So you come to a mountain.
Yeah.
There is a slow enough stream. There's a river that the bank is quite exposed at the sides. But there is a bit of a river coming down, river stream. It's passable. It's easily fordable. It's not fucking Liffey or something. It's more of a stream than a river. So you, that's coming down, and there's a big thicket of trees and bushes here, and there's another dense set of briars and bushes here, and there's an entrance into this cave just up here.
Okay, so I'd be out in front. I think, eager to get me cousin.
I'd be beside you.
So the goblin thief told us to look for a cave, and there'd be two men guarding.
Okay.
So it looks like it's up the stream that way.
Yeah, that is a cave there, and it is about from where you are 5, 10, 15, 20. It's about 25 feet away from you is where you are, and the stream is only about 5 foot across.
And there's no sign of guards from where we are.
Not from where you are, no.
Can I stealth up to the
Yes, indeed
Up
you
to
can,
here.
Mikey. So give me a stealth there, please. Roll me a stealth.
that is 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
so-
you're going to stealth. You
yeah, say I've come across this way and just gonna set up
Yeah.
right here to the edge.
Okay. Right. Okay. So what you can see, Mikey, and I don't know if you started doing hand signals back to the guys, but you can definitely see in here in the thicket two goblins, and they seem to be lying down on the ground, taking in the sun. They're certainly not doing sentry work. They're dossing their stuff. So what we'll do is we're going to go into combat. You have surprised the two of them, okay? So they're going to miss. We'll roll for initiative there, and they're going to miss their first go. So I'll just clear the old tracker down and go back to encounters. And we are these two guys. So, and I'll just reveal them. And if you want to roll for initiative, so please tell me what you've got.
Yep.
10 for Valburger.
10.
6 for True.
Okay, 10, 6. Yep, next.
Sorry, I thought I rolled.
I haven't been looking at it. So you don't mind
Gad
calling.
got 17.
Gad got 17.
That's 6.
And you got a 6. Okay. Pad Thai got 6. Okay, and the lads, one got 9 and one got 19, but they're going to skip because they're surprised. So, Gad, you're up.
I know.
You got 1.
I don't think I'm shorter.
Gad's going 5.
You'll
10,
get in. You'll get into.
15.
You can go these brushes. You can get it if. Sorry, I'm not telling you what to do, but you can certainly run through those brushes if you wanted to.
Okay, yeah, well, he'll do his best to, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Get to there and kind of
Okay.
Well, I put you
do his
there,
best to
right?
sneak in, and then he's gonna then the offhand.
So you rolled in
at
9.
9. So there's first one's a miss, but
Yeah.
with the offhand.
Oh, the second one gets through. Yeah.
Not a. Yeah, so that's just D6. The Joe without any.
It takes 3, isn't it? Yeah. So Joe takes 3 damage. So he's Valdeberg. Okay. So the fact did you get across the river?
Two.
You and True.
I ran across.
Okay. Well, you were taking that as your movement, way. You were here. So 5, 10, 15, 20. You'll get into contact with him.
It started the combat and
You started the combo. I did. Sorry, I didn't realize.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You can still get into contact with them if that's what you're doing. You still have a bit of movement. Yeah, it's your go,
yeah.
Becky.
No, I'm last.
Oh, sorry, Ray. It's your Ray. Your go.
Right, I'm going to Sacred Flame at Joe.
And that's arranged, isn't it?
It's a cantrip, and I can deal with that wheel. So I just dropped.
Sorry. Yeah, is it ranged or is it or in melee?
Where do I see that?
It'll say. I'm just calling it up there. So spells, Sacred Flame. Oh, it's 60 foot. Yeah, 60 foot. So yeah, you can do it from there. You're outside of combat. That's fine. Okay, so you do 1d8 of damage. Yeah, go for it. 2. Okay, so that was that. Sorry, which one was that? Joe or Joe?
Joe.
With an E or without an A?
Joe with an E.
Joe with an E. So you did 2 damage. Why do I always make life awkward for myself with these fucking names?
Janet and Janet.
Yeah. Okay, so Joe, it's Joe's go. Joe, which Joe is it? Joe with an E.
Joe missed to go because he was.
Oh, you're right, Becky. Sorry,
Joe
right.
and
Yeah,
Joe
yeah,
and
yeah,
Joey.
Yeah. So Joe, okay, misses a go. Pad, you're up.
Yeah, I'm going to fire from here my sharp bow at Joe with an E.
Yeah.
Joey.
Actions. Where's the sharp bow?
should-
That is 24.
Oh yeah, that's gonna clear through.
It's only 4 points damage though.
Okay, so great aim, Joe with an E, and you do him 4 damage. So he's I've been skewered like a pig. It goes through him, and there's a trail of entrails sort of bits hanging out. Okay, Truesdale.
I'm gonna move across the other side of the river then.
Yeah,
Up my
sure.
move.
Truesdale,
Okay,
you
how much
handsome man.
do you have left? Do you reckon?
You're 5, 10, 15. Oh, you have 25. You
But I'm not here.
Yeah, you probably would have because you were around where the 1 is. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, probably not. Probably the best you'll get is to there, which will bring you into contact with the 2 of them.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Well, then you're back here, so.
Does Truesdale have anything to throw? He doesn't have like a hand axe or anything, or a javelin or something.
Here. And I'm going to attack Joe. Plain Joe.
Joe without an E. Okay.
With my great axe.
Plain Joe.
Plain Joe. Oh yeah. So that just connects with whatever body part you're hitting them with.
Oh, for fuck's sake, sorry. 4.
So Joe, so your axe just like the last time you swung the axe, just cleaves the goblin's head off, and he's dead. And Joe and he goes, "No, Joe." So yeah, dead. He's dead. Yeah, he's dead. Did he die though?
Did he die?
He did die though. He died. What did he die of? A Wednesday. Anyway, Gad, back to you.
That was about 4 damage.
Gad is just he's sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's just kind of swinging around, and
Very fancy.
he's actually Gad's just kind of like circling around him. go for the main hand. Go on. Jesus Christ.
Stop with all the fancy work and just
An
stab
11.
him. Okay, so
He
yeah,
hasn't hit
didn't.
with his mate. With his mate.
You do the offhands now, are you? No.
13. Is that?
So, no.
Yeah, this is. He's hit one sword swing out of I think about 6.
Two offhand
something.
ones, yeah, you got Valdeberg. Valdeberger. Valberger.
So again, I'm gonna do Sacred Flame at
Okay. Yeah, that's no problem. Now, are you going to move a bit? Because at the moment, if you don't move, he's going to get a +2 cover because you're behind Valdeberg.
so that I can have clear.
Yeah, so move to maybe here. Yeah. Yeah. Go back a bit because otherwise then you'll be in melee range and you'll be at disadvantage. So go to there. Yeah, that's spot on.
That's 2 damage to Joe.
2 damage. So Joe, without an E, goes, I'll see you soon, as in now, Joe, without an E. And he dies. You just blew a hole off him, and yeah, you killed poor Joe with an E. So the 2 lads there they were, and they're dead.
Realized that the other Joe actually only had one knee. It was Joe without knee. All along. He'd one kneecap.
So yeah, that's that done. That was a bit more effectively dispatched than the 4 goblins. That sneak is very handy. That's
Very
you
handy.
can surprise the fuckers like. But you probably see the thing is you wouldn't have known that possibly if you hadn't captured and tortured the other fella. So yeah, so we're obs out of combat. So let's stop that.
Okay, so guys, are we gonna move with caution into the mouth of the cave?
Okay.
Yep.
Can we do a perception check or something
Stealth.
while we're there just to check shit out?
Yeah, you can. You can investigate it. You can try and perceive stuff. Or yeah, what would you like to do?
Like to see if are there, I don't know, are there more goblins or is there any
Booby traps at the entrance,
booby
maybe.
traps maybe at the
Okay,
entrance?
so you're going to do a check for booby traps at the entrance. So who wants to do that? Who's the better at? That'll be in a perception check. So looking for traps and stuff. So which of you just wants to do that? Who's the better at?
For fuck's sake.
Oh, Becky did it. Okay, so yeah, you can't see anything.
Can't see it because I'm blind now.
You have moved in. You have moved in. So I will unfog some of it. So you can see straight down. There's a river. River. The stream continues. There is a ledge, and there's an entrance. There's steps up here.
Oh, okay.
And as you're at there, you can hear growling.
Oh.
If it's okay, I'm just going to stealth again, if that's all right. With
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Give us your stealth roll there. So
that is 12.
okay, is that a 12? Is there any mods to your 12s check? Are you stealthing? You don't have a stealth advantage.
No, I do. That was
Oh, that
5.
you ran a stealth. So, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so right, 12 you say.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
8
So
total
that-
for Gad. Gad's trying to sneak along.
Okay. Oh, I see. That's why. Yeah, I see the 8 and the 12 there now. The thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you're used to her being going along quietly. So have you just moved into the? Okay, so you can see now a bit more into it. So I'll just reveal there. So you see when you look in, there is a room, and in the room are 3 wolves. That's what the growling was. And they're moving around, but they seem to be chained to a spike in the ground. And as you look in the room, to the back of the room, there's a bit of rubble, and there's what looks to be a shaft going in. Sorry, who has? I should check all this. Who has night vision or dark vision or fucking whatever?
I do.
You do.
Me and Ray.
Okay, and Pads, you don't know.
I don't think so, no.
No, and you're a human. So yeah, you're going to need some sort of light. So
Human. I do have a torch in me
okay.
equipment. Hold on.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
we'll assume that Pad and you had some sort of a bit of a light. So are you lighting a torch so you can see?
I have a torch, so I'll light a torch.
So it's dark inside just a little bit, but you can see the chamber here. There was enough light coming in from the opening here to throw in these dim lit, and as Truesdale lit the torch, you could see it flickered in, and you could see a bit more clear that there's bits of scraps and bones, and there's a shaft coming from above down here where there's a bit of animal parts in it. So the dogs are there, or the wolves, I should say, are tied to a chain there.
Okay.
So they're all tied up.
And they're sort of growling at each other, and they're snapping. One of them might have a bit of a bone. Yeah, and they're snapping at each other.
God, dogs.
Bow an arrow. You can just bow an arrow from the door.
You can try that, yeah. I mean, they will have stats, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a shoe. Who has a bow?
I have a bow.
Right, let's.
Can yeah, me and Valderberger can.
So did you say they're all?
An Eldritch Blast.
They're chained up, yeah.
That's what I mean. So if we go to the edge of the door and stand either side of the door,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just turn up a chain.
Yeah, I'll just have to.
The stream's not it's not very deep, is it? Because we splashed across it before.
No, that's only a couple
We
of
can
feet.
stand in the stream if needs be.
Yeah, no, yeah, you can. Yeah, there's a ledge like to either side of the thing.
But we don't have the chains there yet.
Oh no, but I mean, if we had to back up, like yeah.
Yeah. Ah, yeah, you can. It's not a raging torrent, and there is a ledge at the side of it there. So what? So yeah, if you got.
I have a bow.
Okay, so you're going to. Well, I'll give you the first shot at one of the wolves free, and then we roll initiative.
Okay. Do you have a bow, Ben?
I have a bow.
Oh, so we all have bows. You have a bow. Okay.
Something ranged, because Ray can use Sacred Flame, didn't you?
He did, yeah, 60 feet range.
Can attack at a distance.
So
Was
Becky,
it deck save or something?
You can,
they
because
make?
it's your idea. You can have the first
We've all got
shot
something
at
ranged.
one of the wolves free,
Okay.
and then we roll initiative.
Ben.
10. Which wolf was that at? I mean, it doesn't. Really...
Closest one to me here.
Okay, so the closest one there to you. So the arrow goes in, but unfortunately, it hits off the chain around his neck and bounces off. But with that, the wolves all look around and they see the two of you. So we'll roll for initiative there, please.
I'm hiding behind the wall now.
Yeah.
14 for Pad.
14 for Pad. Okay.
Rolling now.
How did you roll a 0?
I'm -1, so I got 1.
0. Right. Okay, Truesdale, you got 0.
Now I'd roll downhill for a little bit and have to go back up.
Yeah. Okay, so Ben, did you roll, Ben? 13 for Ben. And it's Gad, it's 13. And Ray?
12.
12, okay. And, okay, so we are Wolf 2 is starting. So with that, Wolf 2 runs, takes a leap of, and I haven't gotten Rich 1. So 1 is the guy at the top, 2 and 3. So 1 runs, and bang. Second stops here. The collar just bites in, and he's growling, but he can't get any further than there. And Wolf, sorry, that was Wolf 1. I moved the wrong one. Wolf 3 is going to do the same, and then it's over to Pad. So I'll just change that around. So it wasn't him. So it's 2 and 3 ran to the extent of the chain.
Okay.
And the chain, you can see the spike that's holding it in is under a bit of pressure because these two wolves are holding it at it. So, and that's as far as the chain is pulled taut now. So they can't go any further than that, it looks like.
Okay. I'm going to take a step back anyway into the water a bit.
Okay.
To get a bit further away, and I'm again just going to fire my sharp bow, probably at the closest guy, one in the middle.
Sure. Yeah, Snoot number 2.
Actions. Sorry, sharp bow. That is 15.
Yeah, that's enough.
And then that is 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. So yeah, that was, and that was at wolf 2. So that definitely goes in, and he's bit of a howl from him, but his adrenaline he's got his gander up, so he's still
Yep.
growling and salivating. So that was Padgad. Which is you, Ben.
He's gonna move. Yeah, he's moving up the way, and then he'll go for, I suppose, yeah, the closest one, the one in the middle, kind of nearest the
The
rock.
one who took the damage the last
Is
time.
that 2?
Yeah? That's 2, yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, and 3. 1 at the top.
Yeah, so he's going for Eldritch Blast. Oh, you bastard.
6.
Very nearly a 19,
But
but it was a 1.
okay, so that was that. Val.
Yeah. Okay. Again, I'll step to where I have a view of the wolves, the two leading wolves, and I'm doing
Sacred Flame again, is it?
Yep.
Are you doing this at 2 or 3? The middle one or the bottom one?
one closest to me,
Yeah,
and
number 2, the one that Mikey hit. Yeah.
and the damage is 5.
5. So flame comes out from you, and you say, "I'll sacredly flame you. Barbecue time." And with that, Wolf 2 just scorches up into, and there's a smell of roasting dog meat. Sorry, Connor. And Wolf 2 is dead. And get rid of him off the map. So I think you've a bit of move left if you wanted to.
These guys are at their extent of their.
Wolf 1's turn, and he runs, and he's at the extent of the chain, so he gets as far as there, and he's growling at you. So that was his go. Yeah, they're at their extent of the chain.
I'll step back.
Okay.
Just not cause an obstruction for the others while they pick their asses.
Truesdale.
Okay, I'm just going to use my short bow then.
Which one?
Oh yeah, sorry, for the wolf closest to me, Phil.
Yep,
Sorry.
no problem. That's number 3.
Only 7.
7. No.
Yes.
You can move if you want to.
I'll just step back to here, in the water as well.
So Wolf 3 is raging at you, and the pick that's holding the chains in is starting, as you can see it, it's loosening a bit. So, but they haven't yet. So Pad, you're up.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to go for 1 there. With the sharp bow.
Yeah.
That is 16.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And 4 points of damage.
Okay, so Wolf 1 takes a hit of 4 damage, and he howls, but he's still okay. And you can move if you want to.
Yeah, I'm actually going to move up behind Gad.
Yeah, behind Gad. Whose go it now is?
Well, I'm much taller than Pad, so that makes sense. He's gonna focus fire on the same one Pad was going for, which was 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1. Yeah, wanker. So 11 plus 16 this
that
time.
goes through. Yeah.
So 3 force damage.
And this was the one at the top, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. 3. Okay. And
yeah, I think so, because we went 1, 2, 3, didn't we? We went down.
1, 2, 3. Valberg.
I'm attacking number 2, isn't it?
It's 1 and 3. The guy in the top is 1, and the guy in the bottom is 3.
Again, Sacred Flame. I'll move down. Beg your pardon.
Okay. put numbers on. I don't know why I didn't do that already with them. Yeah. So
And that is 2 damage.
okay, yeah.
Stepping back.
Sorry, that was wolf one, wasn't
You
it?
could actually,
Damn.
Phil, you could actually click on him and put the little rings around him.
Oh, right.
You put the little coloured rings on.
Yeah, I put numbers on them there. So yeah, but yeah, that's true. Forgot about.
Cool. Oh, yeah. So you can label them, can't you?
Yeah, I
sorry.
just labeled them there. I hadn't labeled
I
them.
forgot about.
I forgot about labeling
I
them.
forgot about the labels, which is even.
Yeah. So
Forgot about the labels.
1 and 3. Okay, so okay, Wolf 1 now is go and he pulling, and it's a good. The spike is about good 2/3 out of the ground, and it's rattling. It's getting quite loose. So
It's no time.
yeah, so he's okay, but isn't Truesdale? It's your turn. Off you go.
Okay, I'm going to take a risk.
Do.
My character is chaotic, so you get mad.
Yeah, that was Erky was chaotic.
In here and swing with me great at Wolf Tree.
Yeah.
Seven.
Unfortunately, you're swinging down with fury, and it hits off the chain, the collar, and just sparks fly. But unfortunately, that's all that happens.
Almost a 20.
Almost. With that, Wolf Tree pulls on the chains like the others, and the spike comes flying out of the thing. So, and Wolf Tree, who's actually beside you, Becky, tries to bite you. So he's +4 to this. So, sorry, +4. Six. So he tries to bite you, but catches on your armor. So you have the dog on your armor, but it hasn't done you any damage. But the spike is clearly out of the ground now.
Okay.
So Pad, you're up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move to the side a small bit, like here, so I have a
More of
clean
the
sight.
river, is it?
Yeah, I have a clean shot there at number 3. Have I?
You do. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry, where we gone to? That is natural 20.
Oh, very good.
So that's
it'll probably roll your crit.
it does, yeah.
10.
So that's 10.
Does roll the crit, doesn't it? Yeah.
As it just so that was Wolf 1, wasn't it? Yeah. So the one that was the one hanging
3.
off.
What? Yeah.
So, was it 3 or 1?
I think it was 3.
Oh,
was
it's
the one
3.
that was hanging off.
3. Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so the one that's hanging off Becky.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is. So yeah, the flies through the arrow with the other arrow behind it and does a huge amount of damage and does 10 damage to him, and the wolf just collapses in a heap on the ground and is gone. So Wolf Tree is gone. And next up we have Gad.
Gad is given before he kind of runs back. He's gonna turn around and pat on the shoulder and be like, "That's it, yeah. I knew I kept you around for a reason."
More useful than your
He's gonna
sword.
move, I suppose. Just like, shh, no, we have company. Not you're, you're embarrassing me. You're making a show of me. He's gonna Eldritch Blast, Raining Wolf, because he doesn't. 12.
Let me just check. I think that's okay. Yeah. No, sorry, it doesn't. So you're gonna better be rolling a lot of crits later to make up for all the shit you're rolling. So Gad, okay, does that and nothing happens.
Oh no! Ignore that. Ignore that.
Wait, sorry, you okay? Oh, ignore the 8, yeah. Val.
Oh, just saying, ignore that. It rolled damage.
Oh yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Again, stepping in front.
Yeah.
And Sacred Flame.
You'd be a great man to have around barbecues for lighting them. 4. So yeah, you go into it and do him a nice bit of singeing.
Apparently, Gad wouldn't be a great man to have around for anything.
yeah. Are you picking pockets? So the wolf is.
He's a con artist. He told him he'd be good in a fight,
Yeah.
but he's not. He's a con artist.
So Val came up and flamed the wolf, and in all the hopes that it would eviscerate him, the wolf's just got out of it. The wolf is on fire, but he's still going, and he just leaps after you, and just jumps in the air and down the steps and locks onto you and is going to try and bite you. So +4 to this. 17, which I think is good enough for your armor. Yeah. Oh, Val, no, you're 18. Fucking hell, what are you wearing? So yeah,
Chainmail and a shield, yeah.
So yeah, bang. So yeah, he locks onto you, but it is nothing. It is a mere scratch. Truesdale.
I playing with me great axe.
Yeah, you're standing beside. You can go for it.
Fucking hitting this time. 17.
Oh yeah, that's ice cream.
Okay, and damage. Oh, for fuck's sake. 7 damage.
So yeah, with that axe of yours, it just cleaves off the wolf that's on fire, and you do it 7 damage, and that is the end of the wolf and the end of their combat. So I'm just going to run to the loo very quickly there. If you want to just discuss what you're going to do, you can see around the corner there because our little elf, our little hobbit friend looked around.
Yeah.
I'm back in 2 minutes.
Gad is thinking
Is this
around in here and seeing, is there anything?
where we threw the peasants down when they weren't behaving properly?
I think this is
I'm just going to check up here. This shaft.
Yeah.
Dump the peasants down. Dump them down. Like, you know, in Jaws with the shark and they just go.
Yeah.
Jesus, that was like I'd say I hit about 3 times.
I think Pad is seriously only using you for your height.
Yeah. He only has.
Oh yeah, it's just like he's like
shield and armor, that's all.
Yeah. What's those things that shield, like those, you get those shields that crossbowmen would have, that it's specifically designed that it's like a big tower shield, so they would have it to stand behind, so they'd kneel behind it when they're reloading the crossbow. That's what Gad is. He's just a big shield for for Pad when he's reloading, yeah. I hope I do get a crit actually, because Gad has a thing where he can curse someone and then get a crit on a 19. So I'm saving that for a big one. Gad is thinking he's gonna be trying to investigate kind of this
the main entrance.
shaft,
Or
Main entrance if it's only a
or
little.
better yet, the back door.
over here.
Bones, he said down there, and rubble and stuff.
Oh, okay, so you can see there's a shaft going up into a room. Well, no, you don't know what's up there, but it's like a chimney, and it's slightly sloped. But yeah, and there is refuse and stuff down at the bottom of it, like there's bits of chicken bones, and there's stuff that was probably looks like it was thrown down to feed the wolves down it.
Okay.
Okay, so
it's like a peasant pit.
you see up beside who was it? Pad?
Okay.
Yeah.
Beside Pad.
Yeah, can I see in there? Is there an entrance? Is there?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that there now for you. You can. So yeah, there's an old disused. Well, looks like it's all disused, but there's a tunnel. You can see there's another entrance off here, and there's a ledge. Some of it has collapsed down here, so there's a bit of a climb up. Certainly, a poor little halfling. It's higher than a little halfling up, but there is a bit of a step up there. And this rubble seems to have, the ledge must have been coming along here, but it's probably been eroded by the river and it collapsed. But there is definitely an entrance that way. And you can see the river continues on up that way. There is a wooden bridge. So these bits, like there was steps up here, maybe about 1 meter. These ones are probably about 2 meters up. And the bridge is about, maybe 2-3 meters up across the river. And the river continues on. And there's this little walkway, and you can see there's little steps and stuff as it continues on up around it.
I'm just gonna stealth up further, so if it's okay.
Yeah, you can give us a stealth check, so please.
23.
23.
Oh.
Okay. As you're, so let's just clear that off there.
I'll just sit and Connor here, I suppose.
Yeah. Sorry, I just want to get something ready
sorry.
here.
What am I doing here?
Nice.
It's getting hot. Quiet you. Did that the last time. Come on, as well.
Right. So, what is? So I'm just looking for. Okay, as you stealth up there, you notice there is a goblin on that bridge.
Oh, on the bridge. Okay, so
On
I'm
the
gonna stay.
bridge. Yeah.
Assuming I'll be under it, so.
No, the bridge goes over, so you're actually
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. I'd be under it
you're
there.
under the bridge. So I'll just reveal it. So
Yeah,
there
I'll
is
just go, yeah.
so you can see poking his little head out, and he hasn't seen you yet. He couldn't hear you. Even though the wolves were growling and stuff, they didn't seem to raise his attention. There's a lot of noise from the water as well. So there's noise of rushing water. So even though it's not that deep, it is quite fast flowing, and it's in a cavern. So there's quite a sound. It's quite hard to hear. So he hasn't detected you yet. And the other guys haven't come around the corner. So there is a goblin on the bridge.
All right, so I'm just gonna sneak back and just basically tell the others that there's a goblin on the bridge up ahead. So you need to be careful.
Okay.
And that bridge from you at the corner there from the handsome man is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet.
Gad is going to call Pad or the others in here and kind of just in case, just come in here in case I fall on my ass. He's going to try and climb up this rubble and see if
you
can see anything further in.
Okay, so it's a chimney.
Yeah, or
so you'll have to do.
You
can attempt to climb it if you want to. Yeah.
Not really small.
I mean, is it like a chip like going right up, or is it kind of it's a steep incline? But
it's a steep incline, but it is climbable. Yeah.
Isn't it?
It is climbable.
I help him to get advantage.
What do you say?
How are you going to give him advantage?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You can stand on me.
Yeah,
you can stand on me.
You can get an extra 3 foot with you pushing his arse. Yeah.
I can clear the first couple of feet. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a steep passage.
I thought the counts, Pad.
Yeah. So. Yeah, you can climb up it if you want to. You can attempt to climb up it.
To make a check or anything?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm just looking for it here.
What? Take your time.
I just can't find it. Oh yeah. So you need to. So it is about. It's going to take you. It's a rough terrain. It's about 30 foot in height. So it's going to take you 2 goes to get up it, and you're going to have to make a strength check.
Yeah, but just
Athletics.
Athletics.
It's not
athletics check. Sorry, athletics check.
Not my strong suit.
Well, someone else can do the climb if they want to.
Anyway,
so it's going to take somebody. There will be a strength
6
check.
minus 1.
So
sorry, cut out there.
Yeah.
Got a 5. Yeah.
You got a
6
5.
minus 1, so 5.
Oh, 6 minus 1. Fucking hell. So
he's.
Okay, so you're gonna fall. So you get about halfway up it, and you just lose your grip, and you fall, and you're gonna take D6 bludgeoning damage. So you fall on your head and do yourself 4 damage.
Should we not send a little chap up? I'm 6'4". I could hoosh the little chap up.
Well, it's an athletics check is what you're looking for. So somebody who's a bit more athletic.
Gad,
+1.
Yeah, Gad is thinking. He's like,
for fuck's sake.
Gad's like six goblins, 3 wolves, and I didn't take a single. I didn't get hit once, and then I nearly die.
Yeah.
I nearly break my fucking neck on the rubble.
The dwarf,
lost nearly half my health.
Is a +4.
Yeah, I'm proficient in it. So
strength, yeah,
athletics. So you can
climbing. I suppose it's rocks.
Yeah.
It's loose rock, so they're like
Phandelver
goats.
pulls everyone out of the way. Goes, I get me out that thing.
They're like mountain goats.
Go on, try it, so.
Get out of the way. Let me have a go.
So roll in athletics there, please.
So I'm 6'4". I'm fabulous.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
Yeah, Truesdale will be good at it as well. He's strength, isn't he?
So yeah,
He's probably got
you
better
just
strength.
like it's you're a second at home to you running up rock walls. So you fly up and you get 15 feet, and you know you're going to do it again.
Oh no.
Oh, and then you fall. All the way. Sorry, actually, I don't think you do. So you start falling.
I can
And
catch
you
him.
hang on. You grab yourself. You just grab yourself. So you didn't fall. You slid back, but you gripped yourself. So you haven't taken any damage.
Okay, well then I'll continue the climb.
Yeah.
Oh no. 11.
And on an 11, you look like you're losing but you scurried up the other 15 feet. So
Okay.
you pop out. You pop out here. You stick your head over and let you decide what you want to do. And I'm going to have to actually, because I didn't expect you to come up this way, so I have to remove the fog manually.
Yeah, well, whatever. I'm peering as you know, as lightly as I can over the top of this.
And I'll tell you what you see. I'm just going to reveal it there so you can see. And you can decide what you want to do then. Okay, so you can see into a chamber.
Yeah.
In the chamber in the center of the chamber is a fire pit, a little bit of fire going. And you can see there's all provisions, stuff, hoard, and you can see different boxes, and some are finely wrapped. So this is probably what came off the carts, and there's loads of boxes and crates around the place. You can see 2 goblins, and you can see this big monstrous beast, much bigger than a goblin. You probably recognize it's called a bugbear. So there's a big creature.
Okay.
And he is stroking. There's a wolf beside him, and he's stroking it as they sort of sit by the fire. Now they haven't seen you.
Right. I'm getting back down the chimney, back down.
Probably wise. Oh, sorry. The other thing you see is when you were having a look around, there's an entrance over here.
Yeah.
But you obviously couldn't see what's out. So there's an entrance in this direction.
Yeah.
So you slide that back down the chimney, and you obviously relate that to the guys and tell them what's up there.
I don't think we couldn't get into that room and climb up that chimney and attack these guys.
You probably could, but it's going to take 2 goes. So it's
right. We have to find. There must be another way.
Yeah. Well, there's a door. There was an entrance you could see over this way.
We'll have to head back up by that bridge.
So don't forget there is a goblin on the bridge.
Where they're keeping the stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if they've kept Gundren alive, or Sildar, then they're somewhere near there.
We could try to sneak up under the bridge through the stream.
You'll obviously all have to do stealth checks on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just go from a distance and
you can try. Yeah.
Try and get as close as we can before he sees us, though. So we could stealth up a little bit if we can. What do you reckon?
Well, you'll either pass or fail the stealth check. It's not like you're going to be able to stealth up a little bit, so you're going to have to make a roll. But you can try that. Like, so are you all going to go?
No, I'm going to stay here.
He's moving up quietly.
Yeah. Okay, so whoever's going to go up, I think will need to make a stealth check. So please. So you got 11, did you? So you're heading up that way. And who else is going with you?
Heading up this way, isn't it?
Up towards.
Yeah, I go up 2, but I rolled a 1, so I got 8 at my stealth.
Oh, okay. So whilst the last time you got away with it, this time the goblin sees you and he starts shouting, and the goblin runs across the bridge, and he's gone out of your sight.
Yep.
Should have killed him when you had a chance.
Yep.
Okay, so
We're going to make a charge for it across the bridge.
Well, it's under the bridge. The bridge is going. Is like an overpass.
Yeah.
So this is on the lower level. So this is the ground floor, if you like, and then
Go on
this is
this way.
the floor above it. So he ran into a cave here, which you can't see him because it's up above you. So you can see there's steps and stuff up here. Like you've been going up a little bit.
There's nothing else we can do right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep moving up along to here.
Okay, 2 seconds there. I just
Yeah.
have to. Right. So as you come around the corner, you can see a little bit more, and I'll just unfog for you. So. Do that. Okay.
Wilson.
Okay, so you can see there's an entrance and there's more steps going up. And the sound of the river is quite loud now.
Mhm.
Okay, what are you up to, guys?
You should be letting Valberger go first, considering his AC is 18.
He's got the highest wisdom. He's got the highest wisdom, so he's probably got the best perception.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Two.
Me.
Probably Valberger.
Me around to that corner back where
He's the tank, and he's a tank, and he's got the best eyes. So he's probably the
Our
best point man.
There.
we have to
Just
see.
there.
Yeah. We have to see where we're going.
Cadius is shit, so better put him at the back.
Okay, so sorry, where are you gone, Ray?
Yeah, to I think it's a set of steps around the corner.
Oh, okay, yeah. Are you going up the
Looking-
steps or at the bottom of the steps?
I'm just looking up the steps in.
What you
See.
won't, you'll sort of need to go up the steps if you're going to see anything.
I'll move to the top of the step.
Okay, so when you get to the top of the steps, which is here, you suddenly see what you see is there's a cavern. Oh shit! Sorry, wrong thing. There is a cavern, and in the cavern, the goblin that was talking or was on the bridge, and Jerry and Jared. So they're furiously. Actually, sorry, I put them in the wrong place. They were here. So they're furiously, one of them is in the river, and they're furiously pulling up there's like a dam. So what you see is there's 2 dams in the river, and they are pulling at this dam here, and there's another dam here, and there's 2 more goblins who are who see you as well. No one is surprised because he gave up the alarm when you just came around the corner. So these 2 are at this dam here, trying to interfere with it.
What are they doing with the freaking dams?
They're going to flood that. They're going to flood that quarter because this is steps here.
Oh,
Yeah.
So they're going to flood the bottom piece where we are.
So
Wash it out.
with
Yeah.
that, as you just come to that realization, even though you know you've got telepathic power, the dam here gives way, and this pool of water here rushes down, pours out of the pool, and you 3 guys here. Ray is fine, but you can try and jump up onto the wall, climb up out of the wall. So need to take a
Athletics, is it?
DC 10 dexterity saving throw. So a dex saving throw. So you're basically you're nimbly trying to get out of the way.
19.
Okay, so you save. Your little halfling jumps up and swinging off the bottom of the bridge.
20, because he can't fight, but he can jump up to avoid getting his boots wet, like lightning.
Who got 9? Who was that?
I did.
Okay, so yeah, you're not going anywhere. And
I'm 6'4", so like you have to be 7 foot to get.
you keep it saying you're 6'4", but Gad, what did you roll?
Is nat 20.
Oh, not 20.
At 20.
Okay, so and I'm going to roll
20.
for the goblin that's in the water. He got a 20. So Jer here jumped up onto the wall, and because he was standing in the pool, so he's okay. So Becky, you're a handsome person. This you get. Okay, you can now, if you want to, you can try as the water rushes down and starts pulling you down the river. You can try and grab hold as you get washed away. You can try and grab hold of your hobbit friend there. So you need to make a strength saving throw. You're looking for 15.
He should be better on that.
Oh,
Plus
nice cream.
5 or something.
15 is what you're looking for.
Oh, 16.
Plus 7
16.
or
So
plus 10.
he holds on to you. So the poor little halfling who's hanging off the
Oh,
wall is holding on to you, and he's clinging on, and you're flapping around in the wood, and he's going, "You're too big. You're 6'4" is way too big."
Get off, you handsome bastard.
On the shoulders, get on the handsome man.
Yeah. So
Get off, you handsome bastard.
yeah. So while that's going on, yeah. So that's where we are. So the Jer and obviously the guy without no name because he was on the bridge, spot Ray, and they decide to. So Goblin 4 is the guy with no name, and sorry, the other fella is Jer. So let's do. At the moment, there's only Ray up there, but we'll all roll for initiative in case he's get up there. Presumably, going to get up there. So rollers for initiative, please.
19 for Pad.
19 for Pad.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
1 for Valberger.
1 for Valberger.
7 for me.
7 for you. Why don't you on the sheet?
I don't know, Phil.
Sorry, I must put you back onto it.
Then
Sorry, what did you get, Becky?
7.
7. And sorry, Ray, you got
17.
4. And 17 for you. What are you called? Gad, isn't it? No. Pad.
Bad.
Yeah, Gad. Yeah,
Gad got 17.
Ben's Gad, I'm Pad.
halfling is Pad because he's Padfoot.
Yeah.
Which is
How the fuck do I change that now? 17. I'll just drag it.
Yeah.
I'll drag it there.
You're in shits. Shits.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
dang.
Monsters. They have a wolf and a monster.
Okay, so Pad, you're up.
Is that like difficult terrain now? Because the water's still rushing down.
The water there was like a surge, and so
Okay.
it's gone.
It's kind of been and gone.
Yeah.
Goes to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I can just get there beside Ray.
Okay. Well, you could.
And
Yeah.
Can I fire? That's not range distance, is it? Actually, no, it is. I can go like to my other lads on here. Yeah, I'll fire at Jerry.
Jerry, I'll just put them on the tracker. So Jerry and Gerald. Now Jerry and Gerald are busy trying to get rid of the second dam.
Oh, okay, so yeah, I'll definitely fire them. Yeah, I'll fire at Jerry. So where is? Sorry, no. Actions, sharp bow. Is 16.
Yeah, that'll do it. So Jerry takes Gerald. Sorry, fuck it. Whichever one.
It is Jerry on firing at
Jerry,
the
okay.
furthest way. That is 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage to Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 points of damage. Definitely. Note to self: stop with these stupid, all the same names.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
From
Sorry.
now on, A, B, C.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I know I've moved on in the tracker. It's Gad's turn.
Gad's gonna just 5, 10, 15. Sorry, moving them up. 20, 25. I don't know. He'll move up there, I suppose.
Yeah.
25. And he'll go for the one with no name.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, he'll go for Jer. He'll go for Jer actually, because if he can get him, he'll move out. He'll move into
Okay,
his space
wow.
because he's still got 5 foot left. So where's my fucking sword? So okay,
Give us your
one.
list.
One. Okay,
Oh,
17.
hey, yeah, that does it.
So yeah,
Sword breaks.
okay. So 5 slashing damage
Nice.
on
And the first one.
Jer, and then go for the offhand. Come on. So 18 to hit.
Yeah. Who are you doing the offhand on? Jer as well, or do you no name one?
Yeah, I'm just trying to cut one down, and then he's still got 5 feet. So if you can kill him, he's going to move
Okay.
into the space. So that was another 6.
Okay. So Jer is dead.
Nice.
So Jer is gone.
Sweet, finally did something, and then he's just gonna once he's gone, he's just gonna kind of move into the. So I just double check. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, yeah, 30, because he's just gonna make room for
Okay.
one of the lads to come
Right.
in.
So that
Yep.
was Gad. So Jerry is up, and Jerry's going to spend his action. He jumps in here, and he's pulling at the water, and that's his action. So then it goes to Gerald, and Gerald puts a cleaning blow on the thing and releases the water again. So, Truesdale, let's do a dexterity check to see as you jump out of the way of the water.
Saving, is it?
Dexterity save, yeah. You're looking for a 10.
And for fuck's sake, 4.
So you start getting washed down the river again. So you can try and cling onto the wall. So you're looking for a strength, 15 strength save.
This is getting ridiculous.
I told you life as a man is very hard, Becky.
Fuck
Even
off.
a very handsome man.
Yeah. Even more so for a 6'4" handsome man.
Yeah.
On the name. Strength save.
Strength save, yeah. You're looking for 15.
25.
Okay, so you cling onto the wall as the water rushes past.
I'm fighting on it.
No clothes are going to be ruined.
Well, there's a wolf. Sorry, there's a wolf still on the tracker.
Yeah.
I think I deleted. That's what happened. I deleted the wolf. Actually, Truesdale, it's your go. So the water surged past. So yeah, you can. You're soaked.
Exhausted already. I haven't even got there yet.
Yeah.
5,
5,
10, 15, 20, 25. Can I stand on the rock?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to use my great axe on
Yeah, the guy with no name.
that fella.
Yeah.
So, sorry. Great axe. Go there. 16.
Yeah, tired and all as you are, you connect with him, no problem.
And that is 13 damage.
Oh, so you just cleave him in half.
Oh,
So
My hair is ruined. Ruined! There's no product or anything to use.
yeah, so he's just nothing left of.
Goblin blood.
Yeah. So that
Get
guy
back.
is gone. So
so I'm going to run up to. Can I get to this point? I know I can distance wise.
yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to Jerry.
Actually, sorry. Before you do that, Jerry should have done a save to see that he actually not get washed down the river. So he's got to do a
I'd be dead.
D10.
With a bit of luck.
So he hung. Yeah, so he survived. So he's there. He dodged the water.
The last fella then.
So no, he's there. He's still there. Jerry and Gerald are both safe.
Oh, they're both safe. Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
he rolled an 18.
I'm going for Jerry, who's kind of stood, I think, in the water.
Yeah,
To the
no
water.
problem. Yeah.
12.
No, he slips away in the water. He slides and falls under your sword.
Right.
Okay. So Pad, back to you.
Yeah. So I'm going to just move forward one here. And I'm going to fire an arrow at Gerald, who's right in front of me.
Okay.
And because I have, where is it? The sneak attack, once per turn, you can deal an extra 1d6 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll do that as well if I hit him.
Yeah.
Drop bow. Nope, didn't hit him.
No, I didn't, unfortunately. Okay, so next up is Gad.
Is the river still
It's
still
drained.
surging?
No,
Or
no,
can
it's
Gad
drained.
move?
It's gone.
He can
Yeah.
move into So he's gonna just move in and attack Jerry. And for where's it gone?
You sit down. Go on.
No.
Offhand. Come on. Miss again because their AC is, what was it? 14? Did you say, or something? He was a 12. 'Cause I think,
Yeah, he's 15. He needs.
or something like that. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's 12.
No,
anyway,
he's missed
so.
anyway. Sorry.
Oh, no, so
Jerry, it's Jerry's turn. So Jerry turns around and he's going to make a swing at the dwarf beside him. So he is doing +4 on this. +4 against you, Ray. And he rolled 418, which is enough to connect, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 18. So he does 1d6 +2. So he's doing +2 damage. Oh, 3 damage only against you. So it's 3 damage. Okay, next up, and he doesn't obviously move. Next up is Gerald. How the fuck is Gerald? Gerald is going to, he's going to go for, I have a bit of that dwarf. That dwarf is easy pickings. And he rolls nothing. So, yeah, so,
Oh, yeah.
Truesdale.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
I'm up. So I go over here and use me great axe against Gerald.
Fucking axes. There's a lot of. You should be notching up those goblins on the handle of it. Except for that one,
Yeah.
no.
You got some fucking magic formula that we can't hit. We got invisibility or something.
Valberger. Valberger.
Right, again, on to
Yeah.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah, 22.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Bang. 7 damage.
And cheeseburger.
Yeah, and that just, cheeseburgers him. So that just cleaves him in 2. So he's gone. Jerry's gone.
Jerry, no more.
Jerry is fucking an ex-Jerry.
He is an ex-Jerry.
Right. So that leaves now as up is Pad.
I'm going to move forward here, and I'm going to use my rapier on Gerald.
Yeah.
So that is 23.
Oh, yeah, that's it. You've gone into him. You've skewered his little hide.
Oh, he gets extra because
8.
He's over.
And he's not. Yes, he just slides. Now he's pulling himself up along the blades here. And then just lets go. Slides off, falls into the water. So,
Never mind the sneak attack damage.
Yeah.
yeah. You can do it if you want to. So Gerald is gone.
Just pick him when he's.
So that is where you are.
It is a sneak attack. He doesn't know what's hit him.
Yeah, true. So how do I get rid of that line that I drew? I don't know how to get rid of that line. So it's just come up to 10 o'clock. So
Brilliant.
I suggest leaving it there if that suits you guys.
Thanks, love, Phil. Thanks for that.
So
Yeah.
so goblins, a lot of players. Has a bit of a reputation of killing a lot of first time players. Mine. Oh yeah, everyone, thanks for watching. Tune in same time next week.
See you later, boys.
Bye.